Hi, everybody. This is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And this is another one of those projects that I've been covering for a couple of years that nobody knows about that has now got really, really big. Now, there's a clue in there, or there's a moral in there, which is you should definitely subscribe to my channel. You should definitely follow my videos and click the notification bell so that you can discover altcoin gems like this one.
Now, if you're like me, I bet you're involved in cryptocurrencies because you want to secure your financial future. Take a look at Token Metrics. Their AI and their team of experts will help you find under-the-radar altcoins that you can invest in order to maximize your gains. Get a 10% discount using my code. You also can get a week's trial for a handful of dollars. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Link in the description below.
Sorry, I totally agree that people should follow you. Yes.
They should, shouldn't they? They should. And comment and like and give me the ticker symbol for this project, which is CFX. This is Conflux. I've been covering them, like I said, for a couple of years. And I'm with Chris, who's one of the team at Conflux. Chris, do you want to say a little bit about what Conflux is? And then we can talk about how come it got so big and how much bigger it's going to get.
Yes, for sure. First of all, thank you, Crypto Rich, for inviting us once again. Right, it's my honor to be here with you again. Conflux Network is a blockchain protocol, right, which started off in Beijing, but we're now globalized. We have people in Toronto, in Nigeria, and we also have communities all over the place: Turkey, Russia, Vietnam, Korea, and we'll never stop expanding, actually. And right now, we got listed on Binance, on OKEX, and many other centralized exchanges. We are trying to get higher up in the CoinMarketCap ladder or the CoinGecko Get ladder. And while we're doing this, we are building out our ecosystem. Yes, to make that one prosperous as well and grow together as an ecosystem and not as a single project anymore.
Great. Okay. Well, I've got a I've got a playlist of Conflux videos. Sadly, a lot of them are offline because of YouTube shadow ban. But when I last spoke to you, I think it was about 3 months ago, Conflux was something in the thousands on CoinMarketCap. And then when I looked this morning, it's 106. So what has happened?
Our team has been nonstop during all the time. We have been working all the time. We have been pushing ourselves all the time. I think the marketing on the global side is getting better and better as well. In China, we are well known because we are the only state-endorsed public blockchain in China, which is a very rare feat, right? But we can't limit ourselves to the Chinese market alone, right? Blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies are here to stay, and they are not bound to one nation. They are borderless, and that's also something I believe in very strong, and something we as a project are thriving towards.
Okay, all right. And tell me, what's so special about Conflux?
From the technology-wise, right? We are the only public blockchain that has made it possible for POW mining under our algorithm called the tree graph to be way more efficient than comparing to Ethereum or Bitcoin, right? And we can have throughputs of up to 3,000 to 6,000 TPS, right? One of the attractive things right now as well is that we have a sponsorship mechanism, a smart contract sponsorship mechanism to be specific, which means that the foundation will and can sponsor part of the transaction fees when you interact with the network, right? But also third parties, developers themselves, funds from the projects can sponsor these smart contracts as well. So users like you and myself don't have to pay for it, right? Don't have to pay for the network fees. One thing that's very interesting, we have one project that has launched for over half a year now called Moonswap. And it's a AMM, automated market maker, right, where you can swap assets between one another, right? And I think right now I have the website open. So their total liquidity is now around $30 million. And compared to Ethereum, during this time they have launched, they have saved users $18 million on gas,
Wow.
right? And they have saved people time, around 2 million minutes fewer waiting than if you were to use Uniswap or SushiSwap or anything on Ethereum. And many of the users that experience Moonswap, when they don't want to go back to Ethereum, because the user experience is so much nicer, it's so much better. That's interesting, and I wish everyone can try it out, right? With the smart contract sponsorships, it's easy to use. And one of our ecosystem projects called Shuttleflow, which is a cross-chain bridge. It enables the flow of assets between different blockchains. It's super easy to cross-chain Bitcoin onto Complex Network, cross-chain any ERC20 token in a decentralized manner from Ethereum network to Complex Network. Or right now, we have also enabled bidirectional cross-chains between BSC and Complex as well, right?
Okay.
So through Shuttleflow, Complex Network also functions as a hub between the assets, right? From chain to chain, decentralized, fast, and safe.
Okay, no, but why would anybody want to do that? Why would I want to take my Bitcoin from its wallet, put it onto the Conflux through Shuttleflow, onto the Conflux blockchain, and then do what with it?
Oh, that's actually an interesting question. Like, for example, what do most people do with their Bitcoin? They hold it, right?
Yeah.
You just hold it, so the value doesn't increase, right? Now you have Wrapped Bitcoin, right, which is on the Ethereum network. You can put it onto a lending protocol, right, and let it compound, let it gain you interest. And you can do the same thing on Conflux as well, but you don't need 5 to 10 Bitcoin or like 1 Bitcoin to do it, to get some good returns and to pay for your gas fees. You can cross-chain them onto Complex Network and then just use them without paying tremendous amounts of gas fees, without having to wait for long confirmation times. And Complex Network is basically a click and it's done.
Yes, no,
Right.
I have moved CFX coins very, very fast, very, very cheap. I mean, free, I think, because
Yes.
the foundation pays for the transaction fees, which would be low anyway because of the design of it. And just to let people know, this is what I remember of the design of it, and this is a layperson's version. So if my arm represents the blockchain, basically the Bitcoin blockchain goes along like this, and just data getting longer and longer and longer as blocks are added. Conflux is more like a tree, where the code chooses the most efficient branch, the quickest, cleanest, most efficient branch to travel along. So it's all, and it just keeps spreading along that way, finding the most efficient pathway, which makes it incredibly fast. And it was designed by a couple of incredible programming geniuses out of universities in Canada and China. I think it's funded by a foundation, and it's a decentralized community-based project as well, which is in line with its vision of decentralization and democratization of technology. Is that all accurate? Anything I've missed out that's key there?
I think you gave a pretty simple explanation on how it is. Yes, it's a tree, and then it is DAG based, right? But the difference to the traditional DAGs is that you have parents and reference edges, right? So that's why it gets more efficient. So the utilization rate of blocks or of what was mined by the miners is around over 95%. Whereas if you compare to Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's less than 15%.
Wow.
Right? So we try not to discard any mined blocks. Whereas on Bitcoin and Ethereum, due to the longest chain rule you were talking about, but a lot of energy gets wasted.
Yeah, it does. Way more energy efficient. Okay. Now, so I could take my Bitcoin, put it through Shuttleflow, and now I'm on the Conflux blockchain, and then I can lend it out. So this is part of the growing ecosystem that you talked about. I mean, how is it growing? What's available? What's coming down the pipeline?
We had 2 main different tracks to build our ecosystem. One was you as a project, you can apply for funding through a TOC. The TOC stands short for Technical Oversight Committee, which is run by developers and people from the ecosystem who have been us for a long time and we know pretty well. But it's decentralized because they decide on which applicants get funding and which not. And then we have a grants program, right, which is more formal. Not saying that the TOC isn't formal, but that one goes through more rounds of application, and that one is more specific as well, right? The grants program is actually completely on our website with all the different tracks and projects that we need for the ecosystem, right? So, for example, you are an infrastructure tool, then you can apply for the grants program and get funding to build or to further expand your infrastructure tooling for the Conflux network. And the TOC, it works the same way, but the people who decide on the funding are different. And now we're also rolling out an incubation platform from Conflux network, right, where different projects from different stages in their product lifecycle are, right, and we will help them and incubate them to become a prosperous project. These are some projects I would also love to talk about today. One of them is also, you touched base on what to do with the Bitcoin you have, right? We have mentioned Moonswap already, but there's another platform called Flux Protocol, which is essentially a multi-chain lending protocol. Yeah, deposit your Bitcoin on there, right? And someone else lends it, borrows it, right? And you get interest out of it. It's the interest rate is based on the algorithm that sits and resides within the smart contract. And at the same time, because it also has started its liquidity mining program, you will get double APIs. One, the API for lending and borrowing, and the other one is the API for liquidity mining on top of the platform to get your hands on the governance tokens of that protocol. Now, that protocol itself is not only deployed on Conflux network, but is also deployed on BSC, deployed on Huobi Heko, and is about to deploy on OKEX chain as well, right? So that's truly a multi-chain project that we're pushing out. Another one that is very interesting. Oh, sorry.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I want to ask a few questions about Flux Protocol.
Oh, yes, please.
First, a confession.
Mm-hmm.
I am not an expert on DeFi applications. You know, my background is in child protection social work. It's not in finance or IT or fintech or anything like that, right? So some of the DeFi applications like yield farming and all of that, they boggle my mind. Now, I've got Bitcoin that I could put in a platform to receive interest, but one of the concerns I have is how secure is the smart contract? Am I going to lose it's not going to be my hardware wallet anymore. Am I going to lose it? Is the return going to be worthwhile? Can you address some of those?
I think that's always a big issue people have when it comes to DeFi, right? It's absolutely true what you said. Can I trust smart contracts, right? Because although everything is immutable in blockchain technologies, smart contracts can have flaws in them, right? If the logic isn't good, or if some hacker finds like a small missing piece that they can then attack, right, and drain your funds. We do connect our ecosystems with projects with great auditing teams, right, to give it a double confirmation on that this smart contract is secure. And we will also look at them ourselves from Conflux Network, right, because we do have very good developers from the ecosystem, from the blockchain industry. But that's always a risk that's out there, especially in a decentralized world. That's the trade-off between privacy and some sort of security.
Yeah, and I got to say, I mean, I think your answer is just brilliant and it's honest, because even established projects, really large established projects like Celsius or Nexo, you know, as far as I know, they've not had any hacks, but it's still possible. I remember I think it was in 2017, Parity had a hack, and this was set up by one of the guys that set up Ethereum, and the developer made a mistake, and millions of dollars worth of Ethereum gone. Yes, there's always that risk, so people need to be mindful and do not ever put in more than you can afford to lose. But what sort of returns are currently available on Flux Protocol? And is it just with Bitcoin, or can people put in other assets as well?
If you look at all the multi-chain deployments, I think there are like more than 20 assets you can put into on the different chains. And right, I think for one stable coin on Binance network, you can get more than 20% API per year. So annual interest rate per year, which is pretty high. And if you want to become a liquidity provider, you can get up to 800%.
Wow.
Right. So even the 20% is quite high. To a fun story, I was talking with my German father about this, and I don't know, he said, yeah, I'm getting your mails from this bank. I want to close down that bank account from 20 years ago. Right. And then he sent me a screenshot of, I think there was not much money on it, like 700 euros. And it was there for 3 years. And the interest of it was 20 cents euros.
That much?
After 2 years.
Wow, that's incredible.
In the DeFi space, you would get that in 1 day.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you would.
So it's interesting. I like your warning or notice what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in the 800%. I need to look into this. Which asset is that with? And what would somebody need to do that?
What you need to do is, you need to accumulate some of the platform tokens, and then you would need a trading pair of it. That's why it's called liquidity providing, right? For example, you have token A, right, and USDT. Now you put them into an automated market maker like Moonswap, and from there on, basically you are giving you are providing liquidity into a decentralized exchange pool where people can exchange their assets. But because you provided liquidity into that pool, what you get is a liquidity providing token, right? An LP token. Now this LP token is basically your proof that you have put assets into that pool, and it's also your card to get back these assets. Now on Flux protocol, you can also use these LP tokens and stake them on the platform, right, to earn more Flux out of it.
Right. Okay. Well, I should be looking into that. That sounds great. 800%, not to be sniffed at. Okay.
Yeah, I would love to connect you with some of them, right? So you can get even further in depth with it.
Yeah, I'd love that. I would absolutely love that. So people who are watching, if you're interested in this, please do subscribe, click the notification bell, comment, like. This is not just a simple single project. This is a project that's spawning an incredibly large, diverse, and efficient ecosystem of products. And right now, most people don't know about it, certainly not in the West. So you are still early. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. What else? What other projects do you want to let us know about in the ecosystem?
We're talking about Bitcoin, right? Yes. So right now on the market, there are so many different ways to cross-chain Bitcoin onto another blockchain, right? And many of them require very high collaterals, right? Maybe you need like 3 Bitcoins in order to get 1 Bitcoin on another network. And then you can make something out of it, like putting it into a lending protocol, right? Or exchanging it, whatever you want to do, whatever your possibilities are. The requirement, the collateral you have to pay for it is very high, right? Or it's not really decentralized. Essentially, what many projects that wrap Bitcoin on other chains is they send it to a centralized governed wallet, right? Keep it there, and that third party mints this wrap Bitcoin on top of Ethereum for you that you can then use on Ethereum or any other network. So Decus, DECUS.io is a decentralized custodian service that lowers the threshold of collateralization for the cross-chaining of Bitcoins onto other chains while maintaining high security and being decentralized. Right? That's very, very technical.
Okay.
That's very technical. It's based off one of our research director's research paper. So a lot of effort has been put into proving that the mathematics behind it is cryptographically and mathematically correct and feasible, right? So there is a complete white paper of it. I'll send you the link of it so you can get deeper into it. And they also got some pretty nice funding in the last couple of months.
Okay.
That's one of the very good projects to look into and very high potential products. I think why Bitcoin is always attractive for any ecosystem to tap into is because the Bitcoin market cap is just so massive.
Yeah.
Right. It's huge, especially with the growth over the last 6 months. Right. It has been incredible. It's there, and people can use it for other things besides hodling and remittances in many other countries. So I think that's something, cross-chaining Bitcoin and giving other chains or other projects the access to Bitcoin, right, is something that the crypto world is always looking into and seeking out for.
Absolutely. No, I agree. Bitcoin is the one. Everybody wants more Bitcoin. And if only so they can get some more Ethereum, but everybody wants more Bitcoin.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we've done Moonswap, Flux Protocol, Decus.
Yes.
And Shuttle?
Shuttleflow. That's the cross-chain protocol. Another one I would like to talk about is Phantom, right? Phantom will be launching soon as well. And what they are a synthetics NFT platform, right? Actually, I think they have an ongoing airdrop right now. It's on Twitter, right? So Phantom is a synthetics asset generation and issuance protocol for crypto, NFT, and a lot more, right? And right now they're giving out airdrop giveaway, right? Where you can get Tesla NFT, synthetics Tesla NFT. Now, if you have enough Tesla NFTs, right, to combine one Tesla, you can get one Tesla.
All right, you'll be able to exchange those NFTs for a Tesla if you get enough of those NFTs.
Yes, let's say, for example, I don't know the exact numbers. Like one Tesla will be put into 5,000 NFTs, synthetic NFTs. And if you have 5,000 of them, you can exchange them into one Tesla.
Oh my God! And how do people participate in the airdrop?
I'll send you the link.
Great.
I hope it's still ongoing because it started a couple of days ago. I hope it's still ongoing. Yes.
And I would say that I'm recording this a few days before it goes live. So do check out, do check that it's still live, this airdrop offer.
Until May 5th. So 5 more days. 5 more days. And then another project I would like to talk about, I can't tell the name yet, right? But it's an interesting project. What it does, it's essentially a protocol to make your transactions even more private. So essentially, like, for example, I want to send you like 100 CFX, right? And then somehow some people know your address and my address. So they know that this flow is going on, right? And with that protocol, I can send these 100 CFX into a big pool, right, that mashes up all other CFX that are in that pool. And then there will be a notice paper that I can send to you, and you can abstract the 100 CFX I put into that pool. Basically, what happens is that the transaction between you and me cannot be traceable. It's not fully traceable anymore. So it's bringing a new layer of privacy into this world where we think it's already very transparent and private, right? But it's getting more and more so that people can track the flow of the assets.
Oh, that's very, very interesting. Because people who are regular subscribers and viewers of my videos will know I'm very much into privacy. You cannot have freedom without privacy. It's not possible. Yeah. Okay. So and you can't tell me the name because it's private. But when will that one go launch, or when will it be public?
Hopefully by the end of this month.
Okay. Hopefully by the end of this month they'll have.
Like I'm certain that their MVP will be coming out in the next 2 weeks, right? And hopefully end of May, beginning of June, right? Everyone out there can be testing it.
Great. Well, I look forward to finding out about that. And I'll have them all on my channel, Chris. Just connect me with all of them. Thank you.
I will do that. Another thing that has been making news as well, Conflux Network has initiated an alliance called the Open DeFi Alliance. That's an alliance where many people from the DeFi ecosystem, both in the West and in the East, right, are connecting together and setting new standards for the industry. It's fully decentralized, and right now there is a hackathon ongoing. It's probably the biggest DeFi hackathon this year. So the sponsors of this hackathon are Uniswap, Synthetics, Badger, Ocean Protocol, Polygon or Matic, DHatch, Cream, just to name you a few. I think these are all names that everyone knows and are sponsoring this hackathon specifically to take DeFi to the next level.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. Okay, and that shows something about that. I think Conflux is taking part in that with those big names. Says something to me about the credibility of Conflux, but also the future potential of Conflux. The future potential of blockchain, the future potential of DeFi, and like you said, these applications that you talked about, they're all going to be much wanted and needed and used by people as this ecosystem grows and grows and grows. Is there anything else you want to let us know?
We're always looking forward to developers. So if there are any developers, feel free to reach out to me, right? And if you want to build something, join us, right? And our communities are not bound to any nations, right? It doesn't matter where you are. We're here as a whole, and we want to make this for everyone. This protocol is for everyone out there, right, that wants to take part of the decentralized movement of how we will be engaging with the world in the upcoming years.
Right, that is fabulous. Okay, and I will have all the links in the description below, and I invite people to go check it out. Go through the website, go join the Telegram group or the Discord group. Take a look at this because it is a new and emerging and growing project. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Chris signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Crypto Rich.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.